Imagine if all of a sudden the NBA decided to trade the top 15 best current players in the league. Well guys, we're going to use this wheel to randomly trade these players across the league to different teams, and then with these whole new rosters, we're going to summon a season and a live playoff scenario on NBA 2K23 next and to determine the winner. And so how much would this impact the NBA and which team would win? Well guys, we're going to find out right now, so go sit down, go relax, go grab your favorite stack, and let's get right into the draft. Here we go. We now enter the draft, and these are the top 15 players on NBA 2K23 at the moment with updated ratings, and we will begin with the Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo. I feel like there's no debate. He is the best player in the game right now, and so it's time to find out where Giannis will be playing in today's simulation, and he will be going to the Memphis Grizzlies. He goes to the Western Conference. Now, he won't join Ja Morant because Ja Morant is on this top 15 list, but now at number 2, next up, we have Kevin Durant from the Brooklyn Nets, and he will be going to his hometown team, joining the Washington Wizards. And did you guys see Durant's ankle breaker on Daniel Gafford about a week ago? I mean, that might be one of the greatest crossovers I've ever seen. As here we go, Stephen Curry's up next, and he's gonna go to New York, join the Knicks. I mean, how about this, Knicks fans? You guys get one of the greatest players in NBA history, as now here is Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks. He's gonna be going to, it's gonna be the Orlando Magic. So another superstar on this draft will go to the Eastern Conference and just making it more stacked. And now we got LeBron James up next. He hasn't played that great this season, but for this simulation, he will be going back to Miami. So can he give the Heat another championship? As we continue down this list, next up we got the back-to-back MVP, Nikola Jokic, the Joker, and he's going to be going to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and that is going to be scary. He is now in Cleveland. However, he won't be playing alongside Donovan Mitchell because Donovan Mitchell is on this list. And now we got Joel Embiid up next. Unfortunately, this is the only picture I can find, but he's going to go to the Toronto Raptors, the team he lost against in the playoffs on a heartbreak a couple years ago. And now we got Ja Morant up next. Ja Morant is coming in here at a 94 overall, and he will be going to the Dallas Mavericks, replacing Luka Doncic. So can he take that team to the finals? And now we got Jason Tatum up next, the GOAT, the MVP this season, and he's going to go to OKC, joining the Thunder with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and that underrated young team. And guys, now at number 10, we got Kawhi Leonard, and I need your thoughts on this. Should he still be a top 10 player as he goes to the Hawks? Should he be a top 10 player even though he's been injured in the last couple years? Because he remains a top 10 player on 2K, but we haven't seen him play. Let me know your guys' opinions on that. Anyways, Jimmy Butler will be going to the San Antonio Spurs, and they haven't updated his picture yet. He doesn't have dreads anymore, so that's kind of funny. Anyways, Devin Booker is up next, and he will be going to the Sacramento Kings. So how about that backcourt with De'Aaron Fox and Devin Booker? And now Donovan Mitchell has been playing so good this year for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's in the MVP conversation right now. The Cavs are doing well, but for this simulation, he's going to go to the Phoenix Suns, replacing Devin Booker. Anyways, 2 players left. Hopefully your favorite team got a player. And now we have Damian Lillard, and he's going to go to the Golden State Warriors. It was almost the Utah Jazz. And I feel like Portland is going to be a sleeper team to come out the West this season. I'm going to say it right now. Anyways, the last player on this draft wheel is Trae Young, and he will be going to the Brooklyn Nets, joining Ben Simmons and Kyrie Irving, because Irving's not a top 15 player by 2K. But guys, that's going to wrap up the wheel. It's time to head to NBA 2K23 as I'm going to fill out the rosters. So we are now into NBA 2K23, ready to summit this season. And right now, we're just going over the rosters after those 15 players were just traded. And these are the current NBA 2K23 rosters at the moment. I took the injuries off, so players like Chris Middleton and Lonzo Ball will be playing in today's video. But man, after trading those 15 players, I feel like anybody has a shot to win today's simulation. As we see the Celtics, no more Jason Tatum and no more Kawhi Leonard for the Los Angeles Clippers, as Antetokounmpo is now on the Grizzlies to replace Ja Morant. And do you guys think right now Antetokounmpo is the MVP in the current season today? Let me know your thoughts on that one. As we see Leonard on the Hawks, and LeBron James is returning to Miami to join that Heat squad with Bam Adebayo, Hero, and Kyle Lowry. Then we see the Hornets. They did not get anybody on the draft, but they didn't lose anybody. And the Utah Jazz, who predicted them to be the #1 team in the NBA right now? I mean, they've been playing unbelievable basketball. And looking at the Kings team, they're looking pretty nice, as the New York Knicks get Stephen Curry to join RJ Barrett, Brunson, and Julius Randle, and the Lakers who's out on LeBron James. And Luka Magic is on the Magic to join the rookie Banchero, and that team's looking pretty solid. But guys, as we go over these rosters, let me know down below which team you think is going to win today's simulation. As we see Trae Young on the Brooklyn Nets with Kyrie Irving, Ben Simmons. Kyrie Irving might not be on the Brooklyn Nets in a couple weeks or a couple days. We have to see what's going to happen, but let me know down below again which team you think is going to win. And man, this Toronto Raptors team is tough. After getting Embiid, they are definitely contenders in the Eastern Conference. As we see the Rockets and the San Antonio Spurs, can Jimmy Butler take that Spurs team to the playoffs? It will be interesting to see, as Donovan Mitchell now replaces Devin Booker, and Jason Tatum's on the OKC Thunder with SGA and Josh Giddey with Lou Dort. I mean, that team has some promise right there. But Minnesota Timberwolves fans, what is going on this season? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect them to be this bad. I don't know what to say about the Timberwolves this year, but anyways, we see the Golden State Warriors, Damian Lillard now on the team to replace Curry, and we saw Kevin Durant now go to Washington to join the Wizards with Bradley Beal and Porzingis. But guys, that's gonna wrap up the roster overview. It is time to summarize to the end of the season to see which teams make the playoffs, so let's find out. And maybe for the first time ever, Ja Morant wins the MVP of a simulation, and he had 38 points a game for the Mavericks, 9 assists. What a season, as Banchero wins Rookie of the Year. James Harden comes off the bench. 2K, what is going on, as Harden wins the 6th Man of the Year, and Rudy Gobert wins the Defensive Player of the Year, 2.3 blocks per game. Most improved goes to Cade Cunningham, 22 points to Detroit Pistons. And I still can't believe what Ja Morant did in this simulation, 38 points a game. The second place guy was Trae Young with 30 points. That is absolutely insane, an 8-point difference between first and second place, but they're the guys in the points per game leaders. LeBron James is in there at number 8 for the Miami Heat, but now to the rebound per game leaders, we see Antetokounmpo with 11.5, so bonuses up there. Assists per game, Halliburton leads at almost 11, then we see Garland and Trae Young, and the steals per game leader goes to Anthony Melton out of the Philadelphia 76ers. But now to the NBA standings. In the East, the Raptors have the 1 seed with almost 60 wins, then we see Chicago Bulls, the Atlanta Hawks, the Brooklyn Nets, the New York Knicks with Curry, the Pacers, Orlando with Luka, and the Wizards with Durant slipping in the 8th seed. And so Jokic and the Cavaliers won't make the postseason. They were super close, as well as the Miami Heat. They do not make it with LeBron James. How about that? He misses the NBA playoffs. And so now as we head to the West, the Pelicans will have the 1 seed. Then we see the Denver Nuggets, the Dallas Mavericks with the MVP Ja Morant, the Golden State Warriors, OKC with Jason Tatum, the Kings with Devin Booker, the Spurs with Jimmy Butler, and the Minnesota Timberwolves slipping in the 8th seed. As there we see the teams that did not make the postseason. Phoenix just misses out. The Lakers finished last, 19-63 was their record. But guys, the official playoff bracket is set for today's simulation. You see the 16 teams in the matchups, and it is your last chance to make your predictions down below in the comments, as all these games are simulated live here on NBA 2K23 with live scenarios. And so without further ado, go sit down, go relax, because the road to the championship begins here in the very first round. So let's go. We will start off the postseason in Minnesota, where the Timberwolves will get swept by the 1 seed in the West. The Pelicans will get the job done here in Game 4, 138-130. And I see all of your guys' comments. Maybe you're right, because 2K does love the Pelicans. But anyways, we enter Sacramento. The Kings are down by 1 as Hardaway's at the line to make it a 2-point game, and he missed it. Sacramento leads the series. Yes, they're going against the MVP and maybe the greatest season of all time, and Ja Morant with 38 a game. Can they take him out in 4? Here comes De'Aaron Fox, the screen from Sabonis. Fox, pull up, no, he passes to Sabonis, throws it down. Sacramento leads by 1. They're 12 seconds away from a series victory. But now here comes the MVP with no shot clock, no more timeouts. It's Morant around the screen, fires away, and it rolls off the rim, no good. And the Kings have swept the Mavericks here in the first round. Heartbreak City for Dallas. And yes, the Sacramento Kings have just won a playoff series, but now we're going to go to Atlanta. It is the Hawks with Kawhi Leonard over the Pacers in 5 games, 124-115 your final. And if you have the Hawks winning today's simulation, they are 1 step closer as down goes Indiana. And in a battle in New York, the Knicks are up in the series 3-1, but they are tied here in Game 5 at 137. Here comes Trae Young, gives it to Claxton, and he throws it down. Can the Nets force a Game 6? We have 32 seconds remaining. And now here comes Stephen Curry, traded to the Knicks on the wheel draft. He's 1-on-1 against Young. 25 seconds. Look at Curry. He has the ball at the top of the key. The screen. Curry rises. Bang! Stephen Curry gives the Knicks the lead. And if you're the Nets, how do you go under that screen right there? It's Stephen Curry. And the Nets season is on the line. Young, 11 seconds, no timeouts. Shot clock is off. Here we go. It all comes down to this for Brooklyn. 5 seconds, 4. They go to Irving. 1-on-1 against Brunson. Pulls up. puts it in at the buzzer. The Nets, season still alive. Kyrie Irving, the game winner. He gets to his spot, rises up, and he knocks it down. And there's gonna be a game 6. This series isn't over just yet. And so we'll continue this first round in Chicago, where the 7-seeded Magic with Luka Doncic will take out the Bulls 128-101, your game 5 final. And how about the Orlando Magic as the 7th seed? They're on their way to the second round of the playoffs. And now we're gonna go to a game 6 in OKC. The Warriors are down by 2. Here's Lillard for the lead, and he missed it. And the Golden State Warriors have a 3-2 series lead, but the OKC Thunder are 30 seconds away from forcing a game 7. A bucket here from the Thunder would probably put this game away as they're in the paint. I mean, you gotta go back to Jason Tatum, and they do. Draymond Green all over him. Tatum gets on the drive, now in the paint. Here's Tatum, he takes it. It's no good. What great defense from Draymond Green as he has it on the break with 15 seconds. Finds a wide open Wiseman, and he throws it down to tie the game. 14 seconds left, and for the Thunder, a chance to force game 7, or we're gonna go to overtime. Here is Tatum against Draymond. Shot clock is off, 6 seconds. Tatum, 3 seconds. Tatum, pump fake, has a clean look. And it's off the rim, no good. We got overtime as the Warriors won't go down without a fight. And this game isn't over just yet. But now heartbreak for Oklahoma City fans, because they're going to lose this game in overtime, 144-137. And their season's going to come to an end in 6 games. I feel like the Thunder had so many chances to win this game in 4-7, but they can't get it done. And another 7 vs 2 seed upset, and this time it's Jimmy Butler and the San Antonio Spurs in game 7 over the Denver Nuggets. And how about this upset? San Antonio gets the job done, and they eliminate the Denver Nuggets here in this very first round. And so we saw Kyrie Irving win game 5, and the Nets actually won game 6 and forced game 7, but they will lose here at home to Stephen Curry and the Knicks 143-114. So the battle in New York goes to the New York Knicks, and they're going to win this series. And we got a game 7 in Toronto. The time is winding down. We are tied at 131. Here's Bradley Beal around the screen. Beal to Porzingis. No good. Great defense from Joel Embiid. And the 1-seeded Raptors are trying to hold on and beat the 8-seeded Wizards. And then Ginobili, the pull-up, no good. To me, that wasn't a good shot, but he went for the 2-for-1 situation. As here come the Wizards, still tied 22 seconds. And if you're Washington, this ball has to go to Durant as Beal to spin. Step back, Bradley Beal. It's good. The Wizards lead by 2. Can they really do it against the 1 seed? 14 seconds. Here's Embiid. And these fans in Toronto are on their feet. Under 10 seconds. It comes down to this. 6. Embiid top of the key. Crossover. Draws 2. Kicks the VanVleet for 3. Bang! Fred VanVleet! Oh my goodness! Under 1 second, no timeouts for the Wizards. Beal! Air ball! Toronto has won the series. Unbelievable Fred VanVleet from Joel Embiid, and it's Heartbreak City right now in DC. Man, what a game 7 that was in Toronto, but we now enter the second round for today's playoff simulation, and you see the 8 teams remaining. Hopefully your favorite team is still in it, and how about the 2-7 seeds who win their matchups? Anyways, it is time to simulate these conference semifinals here on NBA 2K, so here we go. The second round of these playoffs will start off in New York, where the 1-seeded Raptors will sweep their way past Stephen Curry and the Knicks 130-86 your game 4 final. On goes Joel Embiid and VanVleet after their game winner in game 7 last series. And now we go to New Orleans, where the 1-seed in the West is going home. The Pelicans will lose in 5 games to Damian Lillard and his Golden State Warriors 117-105. And for the Pelicans, their season's over as the 1-seed. It's a second round exit for them. Sacramento is looking to close out San Antonio in 6. They're up by 2, and Devin Booker is at the line, 6 seconds remaining. Booker to make a 3-point game, he's got it. No timeout for the Spurs. Can they force overtime? Season on the line. Jones, 3 seconds. Open is Roby. And it's in and out. He had a clean look. But anyways, the Sacramento Kings with De'Aaron Fox and Devin Booker will take out the Spurs in 6 games to move on. In our last series of the second round, we'll go to Orlando, where the 7-seeded Magic will take out the Hawks in 6 games. So down goes Kawhi Leonard and his Atlanta Hawks 107-114 your final. And on goes the good Doncic. But now we are down to 4 teams remaining. In the West, it's the Warriors versus the Kings, and in the East, it's the Raptors versus the Magic. 2 series to determine which 2 teams are going to the NBA Finals in today's simulation. So sit down, relax, and let's simulate these conference finals here in NBA 2K23. So we go to a game 6 in Orlando where the Magic are down by 1 and also down in the series as Doncic gets blocked by Embiid. And Toronto is looking to capitalize and end this series on the road in 6. And these fans in Orlando are on their feet chanting defense. VanVleet against Luka Doncic, 30 seconds. And it looks like Toronto's trying to get into Embiid. And they go to Embiid in the paint. 24 seconds. Backing his way in. Pump it. Another one. Embiid. It's good. 3-point lead for the Raptors. 20 seconds. The Magic got a timeout. And their season's going to come down to this. Here's Doncic. 16 seconds. 1-on-1 with VanVleet. Fans are on their feet. Doncic at the logo. Doncic hits the brakes. Puts it in. An ankle breaker and a score from Luka Doncic to tie this game. And Toronto uses their last timeout with 8 seconds remaining. Now here we go. 8 seconds for the Raptors to win this series. They go to Embiid. Embiid the spin. Embiid throws it down. He goes baseline. The Raptors lead. No timeouts to the Magic. Doncic. Air ball. It's over. The Raptors are going to the finals. They win this series in 6. And so what a run it was for the Orlando Magic in these playoffs as a 7th seed. However, they're going to be eliminated. But now it's the Western Conference Finals coming down to a Game 7. Golden State is down by 142 seconds. Here is Damian Lillard. The screen. Lillard. Spin move on Fox. Gets in the paint. Lillard dancing around everybody. And he scores. What a move from Damian Lillard. I don't know what that was, but look at they got the legends in the building. And the Warriors have a 1-point lead in 30 seconds. But here comes Devin Booker. Sacramento trying to get to the finals. Booker on the drive. Jumper. Sticks it. Devin Booker. Big time shot. 24 seconds. Sacramento has the lead. After the Golden State timeout, the ball's in the hands of Damian Lillard. 20 seconds. 1-point game. Western Conference Finals. It all comes down to this. Here we go. Lillard on the screen. Damian. Oh my goodness. He caught a body. Sabonis goes down. Damian Lillard gives the Warriors the lead. Here comes Devin Booker. Season on the line. Booker the spin. Booker. Nothing. Gonna find some space and he scores on the layup. What is going on? No timeouts. It's good if it goes from Damian. And it's off the mark. Sacramento is going to the finals. Unbelievable. One of the craziest games of the year. It's over at Golden State. Down go the Warriors. But man, do you guys agree if the Warriors won that game, that would have been the greatest dunk in NBA history? Anyways, we are now down to 2 teams. Who predicted this? It's the Toronto Raptors versus Sacramento Kings. Embiid versus Booker. And it's been a crazy simulation so far, but it is now time to find out who's going to win the championship. So sit down, relax, and let's go. And as we go to Sacramento, it is all over in 6 games. The Kings have won the NBA championship in today's simulation. They get Devin Booker on the wheel draft, and it propels them to a championship as the Raptors heartbreak here in the finals. What a season they had though. Anyways, what a wild simulation today. So many crazy moments. And who predicted the Kings to win it? Let me know down below if you predicted Sacramento. But guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate all the support. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys are seriously all the GOATs. I read every single comment. Anyways, it looks like Sabonis is your MVP. It's Halftime Productions. Thanks for watching, and we out.